I smiled while my hands shook. They thought I was still struggling. Still desperate. Still small. None of them knew the truth hidden in my purse, changing everything. I only asked for one small favor, and what they did next showed me exactly who my family really was. My name is Lena Whitmore, and when I realized I had won the lottery, my first thought wasn't happiness. It was fear. Read it again, I whispered to myself, gripping the steering wheel. Just read it again. I stared at the ticket on my lap, then at the numbers glowing on my phone screen. They matched. My chest tightened. My hands shook. No, I said softly. This doesn't happen to people like me. I laughed once, sharp and broken. God, this has to be a joke. The car felt too small. The air felt heavy. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I didn't call anyone. I thought about my mother. Why can't you be more like your sister? Diane's voice echoed in my head. Melissa always knows how to handle things. I swallowed. I handle things, I muttered. I always do. I thought about my brother. Just this once, Lena, Jason had said last year. I'll pay you back next month. I swear. He never did. I thought about my aunt. Oh honey, Carol would say, tilting her head. You're so sensitive. We're just worried about you. Worried never looked like help. I leaned my forehead against the steering wheel. All I ever did was show up, I whispered. And it was never enough. My phone buzzed. Mom. I didn't answer. It buzzed again. Of course, I said quietly. You can sense weakness from miles away. I drove home on autopilot. My apartment was dark and quiet, just the way I liked it. I kicked off my shoes and sat on the floor, the ticket still clutched in my hand. This changes everything, I whispered. Then another thought followed. This will destroy everything. I imagined their faces if I told them. Jason grinning. So, you got me, right? Melissa frowning. You should invest it responsibly. Let me help. Mom crying. After all we've done for you. I laughed again, bitter this time. You haven't done anything, I said aloud. My phone rang. Jason. I let it ring out. Then Melissa texted. Mom says you didn't answer. Are you okay? I typed, erased, typed again. I'm fine. A lie. But a small one. My phone rang again. Mom this time. Lena, she said the second I answered. Where have you been? I was busy. With what? She asked sharply. You never tell us anything. I stared at the ticket. Maybe because every time I do, it's used against me. She sighed. There you go again. Playing the victim. I'm not playing anything, I said quietly. Well, your sister just bought a new car, she added. You should learn from her. Something inside me snapped. I have to go, I said. Don't be rude, she warned. I hung up. My heart pounded. My hands were sweating. This is why, I whispered. This is exactly why. I folded the ticket carefully and slid it into my purse, like it might explode if I looked at it too long. That night, I didn't sleep. I stared at the ceiling, listening to my thoughts crash into each other. What if I help them? I whispered. What if this fixes everything? Another voice answered. It never has before. I rolled onto my side. What if I don't tell them? My chest burned at the thought. They'll hate you, I whispered. Then I remembered every time I needed help. Every excuse. Every sigh. Every lecture. Maybe they already do. The next morning, I made a decision. I won't tell them, I said out loud. Not yet. I sat at the kitchen table, coffee untouched. I'll ask for one small thing, I continued. Just one. My hands trembled, but my voice didn't. If they show up for me, I said, I'll share everything. I grabbed my phone. And if they don't, I whispered, tears filling my eyes, then I'll finally know the truth. I looked down at my purse. The ticket felt like fire. And I was ready to see who got burned. I'll cook, I told myself, forcing my hands steady. I'll make it normal. Dinner. Mom asked on the phone. What's the occasion? I just need everyone together, I said. Please. She paused. Is this about money? No, I lied. It's about family. They arrived loud and early. Jason dropped onto my couch. Smells decent, he said. You finally learning? I smiled thinly. Nice to see you too. Melissa scanned my apartment. Still small, she said. You should have stayed closer to Mom. I like it here. Aunt Carol kissed my cheek. You look tired, honey. Stress doesn't suit you. I've been sick, I said, setting plates down. That's actually why I asked you here. Mom sighed before I finished. Here we go. I lost my job, I said, staring at my fork. And I have a medical bill. Short term. I just need help covering part of it. Jason laughed. You're kidding, right? I'm not. How much? Melissa asked. 3,000, I said. I'll pay it back. Mom shook her head. You're always in some crisis. I'm not always, I said. I'm asking once. Melissa crossed her arms. That's irresponsible. You should have saved. I did, I said. Then I got sick. Carol clicked her tongue. Doctors love dramatic people. I'm not being dramatic. Jason grinned. Can't you get a loan? My credit's shot, I said. From helping you. He rolled his eyes. Don't guilt me. I'm not, I said. I'm asking. Mom leaned back. Melissa has expenses. Jason's between opportunities. And me? I asked. What am I? Silence. Hannah looked at her plate. I waited. Hannah? I asked. She swallowed. I'm sorry. That was it. Mom stood. We'll pray for you. Melissa grabbed her purse. Figure it out, Lena. Jason clapped my shoulder. You'll survive. They moved to the kitchen. I stayed seated, heart pounding. I can't believe she asked, Melissa said. Carol laughed. Always the victim. Jason said, she probably lied about the job. Mom replied, she's jealous. She always has been. I covered my mouth. The room tilted. Later, alone, I knelt by the toilet, shaking. I trusted you, I whispered. My phone buzzed. Ethan. You okay? He asked. No, I said. But I will be. I wiped my face and stood. They chose, I said aloud. And so did I. I sat on the floor, phone in my hand. You don't owe them, Ethan said. You know that, right? I wanted one yes, I said. Just one. You got answers instead. Yeah, I said. Answers I can't unhear. He paused. What are you going to do? I'm going to breathe, I said. Then I'm going to remember this feeling. Don't let it harden you, he said. It already did, I replied. Just not the way they think. I hung up and stared at the wall. 3,000, I whispered. That's all it took. I imagined going back to the table. Please, I would have said. I'm scared. And Mom would have sighed. I didn't cry again. My body felt empty. The door buzzed. Hannah. I forgot my jacket, she said softly. I handed it over. You heard. She nodded. I'm sorry I didn't speak. Why didn't you? I asked. She looked down. I didn't want to be next. I laughed, short and cold. That's honest. Are you okay? She asked. No, I said. But I will be. She hesitated. If there's anything. Don't, I said. Please don't. She nodded and left. I locked the door. Lesson learned, I said. I pulled my purse closer. You failed the test, I whispered, thinking of them. And you don't even know it. I sat in silence. This hurts, I said. But it's clean. I opened my purse. You're mine, I whispered. My phone buzzed again. Mom. I declined the call. No more, I said. The night felt different. Tomorrow, I whispered, I choose myself. I leaned against the door. They won't change, I said. I finally see it. My chest hurt, but my mind was clear. Thank you, I whispered, unsure to who. I turned off the lights. This ends here, I said. I walked to bed. No more tests, I said. Just truth. I closed my eyes. And I was ready, I whispered. The silence answered back. I heard you, I said. For once, it felt enough. I breathed slowly. This is the start, I said. And I believed it. I slept without dreaming. The morning could wait. For the first time, I felt free. And they had no idea. That knowledge changed everything. I smiled in the dark. Tomorrow would prove it. I was done begging. Done. I chose myself at last tonight. Right now. I stopped answering, I said to myself. That's it. My phone lit up again. Lena, Mom's voicemail said, just checking in. I deleted it. Jason texted. Hey. You alive? I blocked the number. Melissa emailed. Why are you acting like this? I didn't reply. Ethan said, you're quiet. I'm learning, I told him. I paid my bills online. Done, I whispered. I changed my number. This feels cruel, I said. It's necessary, Ethan replied. I sat across from Mr. Collins. You're safe, he said. But stay quiet. I can do quiet, I said. Grace smiled. Silence protects you. I've never had protection, I said. You do now, she replied. Days passed. Mom called my job. She doesn't work here, my manager said. My email filled up. Answer me, Mom wrote. Jason wrote, emergency. Melissa wrote, this isn't funny. I laughed once. What did you expect? I asked my empty apartment. A week later, Mom cornered Hannah. She said Lena mentioned a bill, Mom told her. Hannah called me. They think you have money, she said. I know, I replied. How? She asked. They always do, I said. That night, Mom called from a new number. Lena, she cried. Are you okay? I'm fine, I said. You disappeared, she said. I went quiet, I replied. Jason shouted in the background. Ask her. Ask me what? I said. Do you have money? Mom asked. I paused. What if I do? I said. Silence. Melissa grabbed the phone. You owe us honesty. I don't owe you anything, I said. Jason said, don't play games. I'm not, I said. Mom whispered, did you win? Yes, I said. They exploded. You have to help, Jason said. That's family money, Melissa snapped. Mom cried. After everything we sacrificed. I asked for 3,000, I said. You said no. That was different, Mom said. How? I asked. Jason said, this is bigger. So was I said. Melissa said, you're being selfish. I'm being careful, I replied. Mom said, we raised you. You compared me, I said. Jason said, we need you. You used me, I said. Melissa said, you're punishing us. I'm protecting myself, I said. Mom screamed, you can't cut us off. I can, I said. Jason laughed bitterly. You think you're better? I think I'm done, I said. Melissa said, you'll regret this. I already regretted trusting you, I replied. Mom sobbed. What do you want? Boundaries, I said. Jason scoffed. Rules now? Yes, I said. Melissa said, unbelievable. So was your silence, I replied. I hung up. My hands were still. Ethan asked, you okay? I didn't shake, I said. That's power, he said. I sat on the floor. They showed their faces, I whispered. Grace texted. Everything okay? Yes, I typed. I held my ground. Good, she replied. Mom emailed again. We can talk, she wrote. I deleted it. Jason sent, you'll be sorry. I blocked him. Melissa posted quotes online. I muted her. Hannah texted, I'm proud of you. Thank you, I said. I looked at my reflection. Who are you? I asked. I'm someone who chooses, I answered. The silence felt loud. But it felt clean. I breathed slowly. They don't own me, I said. For the first time, my voice didn't crack. I smiled. Silence, I whispered, is power. I stood up, steadier than before. This isn't cruelty, I said. It's survival. My phone stayed quiet. I waited. Minutes passed. Then a message slipped through. Unknown number. Lena, Mom wrote, "We can fix this." I typed, "No." Jason replied, "You owe us answers." I gave them, I wrote. Melissa sent, "You're embarrassing us." "I survived you," I replied. The typing dots vanished. I set my phone down. Ethan called. "They're spiraling," he said. "I know," I said. "Does it hurt?" he asked. "Yes," I said. "But it's different." "How?" "It doesn't own me," I said. He exhaled. "That's strength." I leaned back. The quiet wrapped around me. I remembered begging. I remembered shrinking. "Never again," I whispered. A knock sounded. I froze. No one spoke. I stayed still. The knock faded. I laughed softly. "They can wait," I said. I opened my laptop. "Let's plan," I told myself. The future felt possible. Not perfect. But mine. I closed my eyes. "Thank you," I whispered. I didn't know to who. It didn't matter. I was steady. I was ready. And for the first time, silence answered me kindly. I smiled again. This was power. This was mine. I breathed out. The storm passed. I stayed. I chose. That choice held me. I wasn't shaking. I wasn't afraid. I was free. For real. Finally. "I'm not here to argue," I said, standing in Mom's living room. "I'm here to listen." Mom's eyes filled immediately. "How could you do this to us, Lena?" "I didn't do anything," I said. I stopped. Melissa slammed her bag down. "You humiliated us." "I told the truth," I replied. Jason crossed his arms. "You ruined everything." "I didn't create your problems," I said. Mom cried harder. "We raised you." "You controlled me," I said calmly. Melissa scoffed. "You were always weak." "That's funny," I said. "You said worse behind my back." She froze. "What?" "I heard it all," I said. "Lazy. Dramatic. A leech." Jason laughed bitterly. "You eavesdropped." "You were loud," I said. Mom whispered. "We were frustrated." "You were cruel," I said. Melissa snapped. "You think money makes you superior?" "No," I said. "Clarity does." Jason pointed at me. "You abandoned us." "I asked for help," I said. "You laughed." Mom sobbed. "We didn't know." "You didn't ask," I said. Melissa shouted. "You could fix this." "With money?" I asked. "Yes," Jason said. "With money." I nodded. That's what I needed to hear. Mom grabbed my hand. "Please." I gently pulled away. "I'm done negotiating my worth." Melissa whispered, "You're heartless." "I'm healed," I replied. Jason muttered, "You'll regret this." "I already survived worse," I said. Mom fell into the couch. "What do you want?" "Nothing," I said. "That's the point." I turned toward the door. "Lena," Mom cried, "don't walk away." "I walked away a long time ago," I said. I left without slamming the door. Months passed. Jason called once. "I'm broke," he said. "I know," I replied. Melissa texted. "Things fell apart," she wrote. "I'm sorry," I said, and meant it. Mom sent long emails. I didn't answer. At therapy, I said, "I feel guilty." My therapist asked, "Why?" "Because I'm okay," I said. She smiled. "That's growth." I traveled alone. "Where are you now?" Ethan asked. "Paris," I said. He laughed. "You sound lighter." "I am," I said. I sent Hannah a postcard. "I see it now," she replied. "They're lost." "I hope they find peace," I said. Grace called. "Your investments are solid," she said. "Thank you," I replied. Mr. Collins said, "You handled everything well." "I handled myself," I said. One night, Mom called again. "I'm lonely," she said. "I understand," I replied. "Can we start over?" she asked. "I already did," I said. She cried quietly. "I love you," she said. "I love me too," I replied. I hung up gently. I sat on my balcony. You didn't fail, I told myself. You survived. I remembered begging. I remembered shrinking. I'm not that girl, I said. Ethan joined me later. They're facing consequences, he said. I know, I replied. Do you feel victorious? He asked. No, I said. I feel peaceful. That's better, he said. I watched the city lights. They thought I was weak, I whispered. They were wrong, he said. I nodded. I was the test. And they failed, he said. I smiled. I thought money would save me. It didn't. Boundaries did. Self-respect did. Silence did. I booked another flight. Where next? Ethan asked. Somewhere new, I said. I closed my eyes. I choose myself, I whispered. No guilt followed. No fear chased me. Just calm. Just space. Just me. I checked my phone. No missed calls. No demands. I breathed deeply. This is wealth, I said. I stood taller. I slept better. I laughed freely. I stopped explaining. I stopped apologizing. I started living. The lottery changed my life. But choosing myself saved it. I wasn't lucky. I was brave. I walked away rich. Not in money. In truth. In peace. In worth. And I never looked back again. Not once. Not ever. I was done. I was free. I was whole. Finally.